This is Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. All is well. Let's take a look at a stock that is moving today and is presenting a situation where I have to decide whether it's a good candidate or maybe I should just let it go. So just gonna kind of walk you through some of the processes I go into narrowing down on some of the stocks that pop up as breakout candidates. So this is my daily tracking list. It's very early on in the session. For today, market's been open for about 45 minutes. So the stock I'm talking about is JNCE, up about 10%. And I do like the fact that it's up nicely. As I mentioned in previous videos, the higher a stock shows you it can move even on a day-to-day basis, the more it shows potential. Stocks that tend to lead the market even on a daily basis over time tend to be the true winners in the market. So the daily gain is good. But I want to show you some of the issues I am considering. I will share with you my conclusion towards the end. So we can see here, based on the 3-year monthly chart, 3 years of monthly data. And we can see here, we take a look at our parameters. Number one, we can see that based on the monthly chart, this is clearly a breakout above December's monthly closing high. And the price there that it is moving above is 8.73. We take a look at the RSI. It is clearly at 3-year highs, if not all-time highs. And we can see at least one of the MACDs is moving to 3-year highs. In fact, in this case, it is all-time high. So in terms of the minimum requirements, we have all the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe breakout. All of them have been met. And that's why I've been spending time looking at this instrument to decide whether it's going to be a breakout candidate for my paid subscribers. So there's not a single issue as far as the minimum requirements are concerned. Now, let's take a look at something that is, in my opinion, an issue. So this is the 2-year weekly chart. So 2 years of weekly data. The one thing I do not like is its behavior from late 2019. The high there was about, let's call it 10. And it dropped all the way when the market was down in February and March of this year, all the way back to 3. So in about 2 months, or maybe 2.5 months, it gave back all the gains it had captured since October. All of them. It lost all the gains. This is a sign of an instrument that does not hold on to gains, which makes me start suspecting this could also do the same down the road. Now, is it going to do it? I do not know. Now, on the weekly chart, we see that there's another breakout we can use based on the weekly closing high from December 2019. And that breakout level is at 9.21. So we can use this as our most closest breakout level. Of course, as long as it is above this level, we know that the price is also breaking out as far as the weekly chart is concerned. Should it drift back below this price level, then we can consider that a failed breakout, a reason to get out of the instrument based on a red flag. Now, I should mention, I do like the fact that the RSI is trading above 69.1 on the weekly. So yes, this instrument could be setting the stage for a powerful move. But let me share with you another issue with the stock, in my opinion. It is this breakout right now is coming from a very deep base. So about a week ago, maybe about 3 weeks ago, it was trading at 4.5. Now it's trading close to 10. So in about 3-4 weeks, it's moved really a huge significant percentage amount. And what I'm saying is, because of this breakout attempt right now, which is coming from a very deep base, running into exhaustion, getting tired, needing some rest could be the next option. Generally speaking, you want a breakout from a tight base. Maybe something like this was tight, and once it cleared that weekly breakout or weekly highs, there was a sustained move here. And I'm just giving you a quick example. But generally, in terms of a base, this is very all over the place. Not constructive in my opinion. I don't like this. So as it is breaking out, the issue is that the base itself is very unstable. The question is, why was it not more stable even during the period when the market was down substantially? This period here, it lost all its gains. So what I'm trying to share with you is that yes, in terms of the minimum requirements, everything checks out. And honestly, another reason why I'm really looking at this as a potential breakout candidate is because it is coming from a group that has been in the leadership in the market. So this group has given us very fast moving candidates over the last couple of months, and you can see the stock is trading higher. In fact, we can see just above it is one of the stocks that has done well this year. So the stock is in a great group, and that could be the only reason it might actually have some legs to the upside. Oh, let me tell you what I think and what I've decided. And my conclusion while looking at this, and the stock is continuing to move higher. We can see now trading at the highs of the session. My conclusion is I'm going to have to let this one go. So I will not be sending a breakout alert to my paid subscribers because, and I do know that because it's in a great group, it might actually change its behavior. But we can see here on the monthly, it's never had a sustained move. So since 2017, when it was an IPO, we've never really had a sustained move. Nothing that looks like that. That's an issue. In fact, we can see that pretty much for the most part, it's been sideways to down, sideways to down, sideways, and now wanting to go higher. So yes, as a single instrument, it could have an upside, especially because the group is showing strength and the group has been in the leadership. So yes, it's a buy based on that, but I'm going to have to let it go. Sometimes you just have to do that, whether it is a wrong decision or not, but you have to stick to some of the minimum requirements and the quality of the breakouts you are looking for. So right now it is showing momentum. I'm choosing not to participate in the move higher, even if it goes on to trade in the mid-teens, in the 20s, in the 30s, that's fine. And the reason is I am bothered by the fact that it lost all its gains in the early part of this year. So I know I can send a breakout alert. I know anybody looking for a momentum candidate can buy this stock. But if you're going to buy it based on the breakout, either on the monthly or on the weekly, you have to be careful to cut your losses as soon as it starts acting like it is losing ground because of the past behavior. So I wanted to send you this live example so you can see what's going to happen. We can both learn how things are going to play out in the coming weeks and in the coming months. And just by understanding what I considered right now as some of the variables and some of the potentials, over time, down the road, we're going to have the evidence of what is going to play out. And this can also be a good learning for all of us when making decisions on which instruments we should pay more attention to and which instruments we should kind of ignore, not because they look terrible, but because of their past behavior. And another side note is a lot of what's going to play out is also going to be dependent on where the market is going to go. Remember, the market contributes a huge influence on how instruments behave. So if the market is stable to bullish, the instrument is going to do great. If the market starts really deteriorating, also that's another variable. It could also kill the chances of many instruments that are breaking right now. This is Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. Love light, light love. Namaste.